That's why I've taught so heavily, to use trust credit and all that stuff. But it's not a problem to use your personal credit card because there's no assets or nothing at risk there, right? That's a debt if you create it, so you can just pay for the trust. But the only real reason after you learned all this stuff of how to build credit for a trust and all that stuff, I mean, lower annual fees, right? Uh, but sometimes you gotta use a personal credit cards just, so they don't go dormant and they turn them off and stuff. And sometimes it's like, oh, hey, this thing's giving me a discount this month, or this thing's got 2% and it's a good card for this. And this is an airlines card and I should be using it here. There can be reasons to use a personal credit card. And then basically try and most of those reasons, except for once in a while using them to keep that credit profile good on the person? Okay. That's good. I think we got that. That's good. That's good, David. Great list of stuff. Okay, Maryland. You need to figure out housing. Good. Local housing assistance has a huge wait list. Yeah. And so the colder the state, the shorter the wait list. You follow? So look into other states where there ain't no wait lists. You see? So that's one thing. Habitat for Humanity is closed. Yeah, that's that. Well, the free home thing exists and you know, somebody's gotta do it for this reason. But colder states have slots open. Also, I'll get to another way to get things done. Well, what I might as well get to it now. It's on my list. That's why I've been using the death prayer to deal with government, like FEMA. I fill out all my paperwork. I totally, my person qualifies. It's got the paperwork, everything. You owe me 12 grand. Here it is. So I talked to him, right? How much could I get? It all works. And they denied it. They denied a claim for $12,000. So I went down to Sarasota and then Venice's two separate times and I just stood in front of the place and they always have guards at the door and stuff, and I start praying for their death and everyone inside and all their families that they be sent to hell for trying to make us their slaves. And then the manager comes out, you start dealing with them, and it's like, okay. And then I went, nothing happened. So then I got denied completely, and I went down to Venice. Prayed for all their death and the whole place. Freedom of speech. What? I'm a Christian. I ain't murdering you. That's why I tell them. I'm not murdering you. You're making me your slave of the bankers, right? Nothing's free in this country. It's not a free country. That's a lie. And